Howdy to the Kush family. We are back with another reaction video. Today we are reacting to Ring Doorbell Scary Captures. Basically meaning anything from robberies to people just being creepy or coming up to your doorbell and do some heinous shit. If you guys do, if my subscribers or anybody who's new here has a Ring Doorbell camera, in my link in the description, or in my description, is my TikTok and or Instagram. Send me your Ring Doorbell camera footage of whatever you guys have that you might think is the same thing I just said, abnormal, scary, creepy, or whatever. Send it to me, and I will turn that into a video. I'll do a compilation of everybody who sends me something. I'll put whatever you send me and another person send me, I'll compile that into one video and do a reaction off that and be like, or do commentary for it and be like, yeah, this person experienced some fucking weird shit. So, yeah, other than that, Kush family, link in the description for all my other stuff that I do, gaming, reaction, and my other channel that I have, which is fishing. And yeah, let's get into this video. And by the way, shout outs to Chilling Scares for having this video for me to watch. I'm not sponsored by them, nor are they by me. It's just I found that YouTube channel, so that's what we're reacting it off of. Let's get into it. Most disturbing things caught on doorbell footage.
This first doorbell camera footage was taken in broad daylight. A man in at least his 20s is seen selling candy door to door. The homeowner with the camera would open the door for the man. She would then proceed to make a purchase, with the actual transaction itself being shown. But shortly after, 3 more men reveal themselves. They were armed and took advantage of the open door.
And he just walks away?
In their own home.
Hold on. The guy just walks away. He just walks away. Like, first of all, this is the reason why I don't know if anybody else, if there's anybody else out there that does the same thing that I do when I answer the door, especially if I'm not expecting anybody to come to the door. I will admit that I do walk to the door with my gun, not in my hand, but I walk to the door with my gun, but it's holstered on my side. Nobody can see it. It's concealed carry in my thing. So, for instance, if something like this were to happen, God, hopefully it doesn't happen. Pray, knock on wood, that it doesn't happen ever, this situation. I'm at least prepared for somebody to try to barge into my house. You know, like, they might have a few people behind them, and exactly like how this is, they come in. I have my shit always strapped. I'm always strapped, no matter what. Unless I'm going into a government building or a federal building like hospitals, municipalities, anything like that. Anything other than that, as long as the place does not have a gun sign or a no gun sign on it, I carry. But if it does have a gun sign on it, sadly, I don't carry. May have a pocket knife if they allow pocket knives. I do carry a pocket knife as well. And if they don't care about that, then I carry that. But other than that, I do conceal carry for the most part, other than places that don't allow it. But other than that, yeah, this kind of situation, I always have my gun on me. Even when answering the front door, I have it. Unless I know it's like a family member coming to my house or a friend coming over, then I don't do it. But if it's something unexpected, like this guy selling candy door to door, oh, I'll be giving you the money, but I'm also gonna be having my strap right on my side the whole time. How does this guy just walk away?
The whole operation was a setup, with the man selling the candy being in on it.
Oh.
From the start, the intention was to gain the homeowner's trust to get her to open her front door so that they could rob her at gunpoint.
Well, the thing is, they have your face now, my guy.
Her belongings and later rushed off. A few minutes before this footage was taken, a nearby house's doorbell camera would capture the same man, again seemingly attempting to sell candy. Although, being suspicious, this homeowner wouldn't open the door.
Stay strapped up, everybody. You can't trust them all. You cannot trust them all. Stay strapped up. Stay strapped up. You cannot trust them all.
Directly after this encounter, the man is shown going up to the house across the street to make another attempt. But this homeowner would also not open the door. The men involved were never caught by police.
The only thing is they don't tell you what state it's in. If I would love to know what state this is in. Because if this is in Florida and I catch them doing that shit to me or anybody other neighbor, they're getting the cops called on them.
2019. Shown is a man stepping on a house's front porch and emptying an entire yellow fuel container just in front of the door. The man then attempts to light the fuel using a small lighter.
Doesn't look like his attempt went anywhere, honestly. See, I know I go on about owning guns a lot. I do. I own 2 guns. I do. I own a 22 and I own a 9mm. I can't lie, I do. I know I go on about holding concealed carry and I know I go on about home defense. But when we see stuff like this, even though it may not be happening to you right now or doesn't happen to you on a daily, shit like this happens.
The man gives up and just walks away. As it turns out, he had mistakenly used
There are
diesel
people
fuel
out there who
rather
don't
than
give a
regular
fuck about
gasoline.
other people.
And while gasoline is extremely flammable, diesel fuel is much less so.
Thank God.
Had the man used gasoline, and he would have no doubt started.
Oh yeah, gasoline would have went up in
himself
flames.
On fire. In the house at the time was a mother and her 2 children. When the mother saw the footage,
Thank God he's
she called the
stupid.
police, who would later identify and arrest the man in his house just across the street.
Good.
The woman claimed she didn't know the man and had no idea why he would want to harm her and her family. When questioned,
Ring doorbells, they're very useful, but at the same time, be careful because they did have a time when they were getting hacked. I don't know if they've done any updates since then. Most likely they have because of knowing that situation. But ring doorbells or just doorbell cameras in general are very smart things to have. Even having like a little, some sort of camera on the outside of your house, aiming both at the, wherever you can't get it, you know, just aiming at the carpool area and then, or the driveway, I should say, and then aiming one at your front door and then obviously one on the front door camera. It's always smart to have some sort of defense mechanism against people who are like this in the previous video.
why
I
he
care
did it,
about
the man
self-defense
claimed
a
he had
lot.
seen
I do.
ghost and was trying to get rid of it, suggesting he was most likely under the influence of something. He was later charged with attempted homicide and arson.
Fuck that guy.
On February 2, 2022, a contractor in Houston was working at a townhome. At around 6 p.m., the contractor claimed an unknown man that was armed and wearing a mask suddenly appeared inside the townhome with him. The unknown man proceeded to force the contractor into a bathroom, where he then tied him up by bounding his feet and hands. Afterwards, he rummaged through the townhome for over an hour, all the while listening to a police scanner to verify the police weren't on their way. And this footage captured exactly that.
See, this is why I hate people at times. You have stupid people, which we've seen in our videos. We have people that are idiotic. We have people that are like this.
Who were out of town at the time. The man found the contractor's keys and drove off with his truck that now contained everything that he had stolen. The man was never found by police. However, the stolen truck was. It was found 2 days later, unoccupied in a nearby restaurant parking lot. But ever since, nothing else has been found.
Wow. That guy is still a loose assailant, basically. I would love to know what states these are in, by the way.
Early morning hours of July
If anybody
26th,
knows these states.
2019. While it's not visible in the footage itself, the house just next to the one with the camera had been completely set on fire. And because of how close the houses were, this made the house with the camera at risk of also being set on fire. Shown in the video are some of the other neighbors desperately trying to warn the homeowners of the threat.
Hey guys, yeah. If their house is on fire.
I know, I'm knocking on the door. There's nobody answering.
Break that fucking door in, my guy. At this point, their house is on fire. I don't think they're going to consider that breaking and entering. You're trying to save somebody's fucking life. Break that fucking glass window. They can pay for that shit later. Like, their house is ablaze. You need to get them the fuck out. Break the door in or break a fucking window. Don't waste your time knocking. Dude, break the fucking window, my guy. I know this video happened already, but
House next door to you is on fire. Your house is almost on fire.
Okay, thank you.
Fortunately, the loud banging was enough to alert the homeowners to the
no, their house
situation.
is almost on fire. So yeah, I'd be
From
considering
there, they
breaking and
get all the
entering.
children out of the house as quick as possible. They were then brought to one of the neighbors' houses across the street, far enough.
Man just
away
took a
from
kid
the
and ran with him.
by
Even though I know he's helping out, but it just looks weird.
trees and part of the garage.
Kid just took a kid and
The
ran.
doorbell camera was ultimately left untouched.
So their house is untouched. Okay, good. I hope so.
This footage captured an unknown man walking up to the front door of this house.
See,
Right away,
if I had a person coming to my house doorstep at this time or whatever evening, it looks like maybe it might be taking a long shot here. 7, 8 at night, 9 o'clock at night. It might be later, but even then, if I'm not expecting anybody to come to my door at any time of the day, I have a gun on my hip at all times when that happens. I mean, I have it on me right now, but if I hear a fucking knock at that door and I don't expect anybody coming through, best damn well believe that gun's in my fucking hand. Yeah, that's how I roll. I'm being very serious about that. I'm not trying to seem like I'm big and bad, this and that, but home invasions happen a lot. Even if there's people home, there's still people heinous enough out there to be like, hey, let's cause harm to these people, you know? So, anytime I answer a door, I am strapped up.
Way he leans against the door.
Unless it's my family or friends.
He doesn't even knock, but the doorbell camera alerts the homeowner of motion being detected, so the homeowner still gets up to see who it is. Before asking any questions, the homeowner opens.
Like, the guy doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong, but why would somebody be in a jacket with a hoodie on, blocking their face out like that at this time of night at your doorstep, unless they're trying to... Only way that is possible is if somebody broke down or is having an emergency and needs to be at your door. But even in that case, why you dress like that?
Opens the door to see what the man wants. Then, without any hesitation, the man steps inside the house. Naturally, the homeowner saw this as a red flag, and shortly after tells the man he needs to leave. But he didn't listen, forcing the homeowner to have to physically push him out of the house.
Don't open your door in the first fucking place, my guy.
Hello. Hi. How far are you, sir? Who are you? Aaron right now. Out there. Good. You need to leave. How far? Out there. What's the stairs here? What? What's the stairs here? Come on, where are you going? What's the stairs here? Goodbye, you.
Yeah, exactly. See? See what I'm saying?
Come on, where are you going?
See what I'm saying? The guy was probably high off his ass on some sort of drugs.
Goodbye, you.
Probably high as fuck on his ass for some shit.
As the door is being closed on him, the man forcefully punches the glass on the door. But
Trying to break it, but it didn't work.
The homeowner was still able to close and lock in. The man then continues to stand at the door, trying the door handle. Before
My guy, if he did that to my house, bro.
What this man had actually planned is unknown.
Yo, if this person was trying to do some shit like this, like, I'm not gonna unload into the guy like a bullet. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be holding it. I'm gonna be like, you need to get the fuck up out of here.
A woman is seen returning home from work. She unlocks her door and walks in. But before she can close it again, a man that was armed enters her home just behind her.
Women out there need concealed carry.
Can be seen. The two would demand the keys to the woman's car, and after she gave it to them, they would run back outside to where her car was parked, where they would then drive off with it.
Girl, you need to conceal carry. I guarantee fucking you right after this experience, she either moved in with a friend of hers or she bought herself concealed carry. Guarantee fucking it. Dude, once you have an experience like this, exactly. Once you have an experience like this, you think differently about situations from now on, or from then on.
Police were immediately called, and only a couple hours later, they would find the stolen vehicle at a stoplight. They attempted a traffic stop, but the vehicle fled. The high rate of speed and rainy conditions that night made following it almost impossible, so police had to give up. The vehicle is yet to be found, but the two involved in the theft would be found only 2 days later.
Sorry about that,
When
my cousin
confronted,
texted
the
me.
woman was charged with home invasion, armed robbery,
Like,
and motor
a lot of
vehicle
people
theft.
nowadays are starting to get smart with buying guns. Like,
This
there are
happened in
smart people
Phoenix,
out there that are
Arizona.
getting guns and shit and holding
It's the
on to
middle of
them.
the night, and
But
this
then,
was
of course, there's
captured
people that
on
are
one
stupid to have
doorbell
guns.
camera.
Like, look at this. What the fuck?
Man
This ain't
with an
Halloween.
sword, a hammer, and an axe walks up to the front porch. He then proceeds to steal multiple items outside of the house.
What good does it do you, my guy? What good does it do you? Like, this guy is obviously not doing anything good at this time of the day or night. But what sucks is in the state of Florida is if somebody's doing this outside your house, you have legally the right to be like, get the fuck off my property, but you cannot open fire at them in Texas, you can. If somebody's in your property and they're trespassing and you tell them to get the fuck off and they don't, you have every right to shoot at
After
them.
a while, he walks off with
Which is the reason why I love Texas. One of the reasons why I do love Texas is because you have the reason to stand your ground. In Florida, you can't do nothing unless they're in your house, and if they're running away, you can't shoot at them because they're trying to flee. And that's considered chasing the fleer.
When he checked the live feed, this is what he saw. A man wearing a hat, sunglasses, and bandana is standing at the front door. And disturbingly, he's holding a handgun in clear view of the camera. The doorbell's audio system would...
Man looks like a fucking San Andreas GTA character, my guy. Rubbing the bloods, my guy.
And he does. He claims he lost his dog and wants to look in the homeowner's backyard for it.
You lost your dog, but you're just a good gang member. So what's my point is this? Why are you gonna ring the doorbell with that?
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hey, just wondering if you guys saw Lost Puppy. He's a pit bull. Blue nose. I believe he came in your yard, but I don't want to look without your permission.
I didn't expect him to have that kind of voice. I can't lie. The man sounded slightly like Mike Tyson when he was younger. Can't lie. Did not expect that voice.
Hey, you at the wrong house, dog.
Alright.
After the homeowner came on the speaker and confronted the man, he quickly left with no questions asked. As it turns out, this wasn't the only house he did this to. Police would state that they had gotten multiple calls with the same description of the man and the exact same story. The man was most likely trying to get homeowners to open their door, where he could then threaten them with his gun, and from there do who knows what. In this specific case, he most likely didn't realize the doorbell camera could see his firearm from where he was standing.
Dumbass.
Which explains why he would be holding it out in the open by his side. Police weren't able to identify the man because of everything he had covering his face. Therefore, he has yet to be caught.
So yeah, Kush family, that was Ring doorbell footage, crazy footage actually. Like nobody, like the first video where the guy was, the Asian guy was helping do solicitation, and also, well, he was soliciting, selling candy, and he was also helping people rob people. So it's like, what the fuck, you know? But yeah, this video was, it was just, I like to, thing is on my channel, I like to watch funny videos. I like to watch weird, creepy, scary things, but then there's a side of me that wants to be like, hey, this actually exists, and you know, put it out there in light for you guys to be like, hey, hopefully my subscribers and hopefully people that watch this video are being actually safe out there, because I know there's some people who don't give a fuck and just be like, oh, I don't need all that shit, blah 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 blah, but then they have something happen to them and then they're like, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. But like, yeah, you should have had that the whole time. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we know it's sad to say, but we know that there's mass shootings. There's sad to say that we know there's racist. It's sad to say that there's robbery. There's everything under the sun that is bad and evil. There's ways to prevent bad and evil. There's ways to slow it down. And we can only do our part by obtaining certain things to help slow it down. In case, for instance, armed robberies, concealed carry. Somebody has to have concealed carry for that, you know? Meaning armed robberies mean like somebody that comes, like, breaks into a fucking bank. You have a worker or a civilian that has concealed carry. They can save your life in that instance. Oh my god, it's so hard. If they're well trained with it, at least. But yeah, this is just a little insight of, like, I don't know what insight. It's like a little insight of Ring doorbell footage. Like, there's some funny footage and shit, like people slipping and falling and stuff that we could watch. We could have easily watched a funny video off of Ring doorbell stuff. But me, myself, because of being a camera installation tech that I used to do, or still do, I do access control and everything, and I'm a guy who's very big on protection and keeping my secure, you know, my systems and shit safe, and keeping my stuff safe, especially after the fact that I've been hacked a couple of times on my Instagram. I like to keep my personal shit safe and everything safe. So what I'm trying to get at is basically, it was an insight of basically what happens in real life. It may not happen to you on a daily basis. It may not happen to you every day, or, you know, but there is that once in a while blue moon occasion as to where somebody bad and heinous will do something fucked up. And if it requires them breaking into your house with a gun or some sort of weapon, they will. Or if a team of people as well as can. But, yeah, there are a lot of bad people out there. You need to keep yourself safe. Again, concealed carry and at-home defense. Shotgun, a 12-gauge shotgun is perfectly good for at-home defense. Perfectly fine for at-home defense. Especially you can load the fucking, the ammo tube up with it and have that shit perfectly fine. You can get a fully automatic one, or not automatic, but semi-automatic, or just a, you know, normal pump shot. And you can get a fucking semi-automatic handgun for concealed carry. I have my own, and it's both my home, it's my, what do you call it? EDC, everyday carry. Yeah, EDC. It's my EDC. And then it's also my at-home defense weapon. So, yeah. But other than that, Kush family, just a little bit more of an informational video. It's in a way, it's a scary video to scare you into, I guess, seeing that, or showing you the reality of what is out there. You know? Showing you the reality, not to scare you, and be like, oh, there's monsters and shit. Yes, there is monsters. There are monsters out there in the world. And monsters are people. We are monsters. At least the bad ones are, at least. But, yeah. This is just an informational video. I wanted to scare you guys, but with real life scare, you know, instead of, like, a jump scare of a fake fucking thing. But, other than that, Kush family, if you guys are new here, you guys know what to do. Smash that bell notification. Hit the bell notification. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to cut that out. If you guys are new here, please make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notifications to stay posted from when I post more. If you guys are already Kush family, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like the video, share it with friends, family, comment down below what you guys think about this video. And people, please stay safe out there. Keep your home safe, keep you safe, keep everything that you have safe. Concealed carry and at-home defense. But other than that, Kush family, links in the description for everything else that I do, gaming and reaction, and also my fishing channel. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. See you guys next time. Peace.